If you're buying a home, you've heard the term closing costs. And if you're like most people, you might think, well, wait, how much is that going to be? And what exactly does it cover? Well, let's clear that up. Closing costs shouldn't be a mystery, and knowing what to expect can save you stress and maybe even some money. So closing costs are fees and expenses that are due from a buyer that are incurred after your offer is accepted on a home, and most of them at the closing table. They're separate from your down payment, and they can range anywhere between 2 and 5% of the purchase price. And that's a considerable number if you're not prepared, which is why understanding them upfront is so important. Also noteworthy, they can and do vary from lender to lender. So what are these fees? And there are a few main categories. First, there are lender fees, things like loan origination fee, credit report, and processing fees. These fees are part of what the lender charges to process your mortgage. And then there are third-party costs, including your appraisal, the title insurance, home inspections, and sometimes wiring and recording fees. These protect both you and the lender and make sure the transaction is legal and clean. Finally, you'll see prepaid items like property taxes, homeowners insurance, and sometimes interest that is due before your first mortgage payment. Now, here's a tip many buyers overlook. Some of those fees can be negotiated. So if you're not competing for a home, you can sometimes ask sellers to cover part of your closing costs, or you might be able to shop around for better homeowners insurance rates, for example. Every little bit of savings helps. Closing costs can vary for any number of reasons, so knowing your numbers before you make an offer is key. That way, you can avoid last-minute surprises and ensure your budget aligns with your dream home. Buying a home is exciting, but with it comes paperwork that can be intimidating and costs that can feel overwhelming if you don't understand them. At the Integrity Team, we walk you through every line of your closing statement, we explain each fee, and we make sure you understand exactly what you're paying for. Because your first home or your next home should be an exciting event, not stressful and confusing. So if you're ready to buy here in the Metro Detroit area, we offer expert guidance you can trust. And if you're buying elsewhere, we have connections with the great agents across the country who work just like we do, and we'll be happy to connect you to a rock star agent. Just shoot us an email. Welcome to the Integrity Team. You belong here.